I'd like to prepare for you some Modiga steak. Modiga is breadcrumbs in Sicilian. Modiga steaks, a very popular dish for Sicilians. It can be served as a meal on a plate. We usually serve it with mashed potatoes or a salad, or you can actually serve it as a sandwich for lunch. They make great leftovers. Everybody looks for a Modiga steak sandwich the day after you have a meal. All right, so first we're going to prepare our egg wash. We're going to use some brown eggs. I'm only using 2 eggs because we're just going to make a few beef cutlets today, Modiga steaks. If Modiga is too hard for you to say, you can always say beef cutlets. And next, we just need to season our flour because the first step to Modiga steaks is making sure your meat is nice and dry, and then you're going to dredge it in some seasoned flour. So here I just have plain flour, doesn't come seasoned as far as I know. I'm going to add a little salt and some fresh ground pepper. Now I know you're probably thinking how much. This is the way I do it, as long as it covers the top. And for the pepper, as long as that covers the top, something like that. So next we're just going to use our hands again, get messy. We're going to mix that up. I'm just going to grab some paper towels. We're going to make sure our meat is nice and dry. Just lay your paper towel out. Take a nice cutlet, lay it down. It's as simple as that. So we're just going to dip this in the flour, give it a little shake. And then we're going to just place it here on the side, and again in the flour. And we're going to dip our cutlets that have been dipped in the seasoned flour into our egg wash. And then into our yummy breadcrumbs. I like to put a little flip over the top, pat it down. So now our cutlets are all breaded and into the frying pan they can go. I take one of these crumbs and I just put it into the oil. And as you can see, it isn't fizzing at this time, so the oil is definitely not warm enough for me to put the Modiga steaks into the frying pan. So we'll wait, when that starts bubbling, we'll add our steaks. So now you can see the crumb that I put in is starting to float and it's a little bit bubbly around. So now you know that the oil is warm. Enough to add our Modiga steak. So here we go, Modiga steak into the oil. There's nothing like a Modiga steak. So now I'm going to add the second Modiga steak into the pan. You can see it's nice and bubbly, the oil's really hot. It's going to take about 2 minutes on each side, give or take a little. They'll get golden and the cutlet will actually start to float in the oil. You'll see that this one that I put in is still sitting down on the bottom of the pan. This one's puffed up a little bit. So in about a minute or so, I'm going to give this guy a flip. The meat is really thin, so the meat really doesn't take that long to cook. You're just kind of crisping the Modiga. You can see the garlic and the cheese and the parsley. See how pretty the green, fresh parsley looks? You can see on the edge here it's starting to get golden. So this one is ready to be flipped. It's golden brown, as you can see. Nice and evenly browned. And so is this guy. So now we're going to leave these to get golden brown on the other side. You can see all our cheese and breadcrumbs and garlic and parsley. So the best part about these is having leftovers to make a sandwich. Okay, so we're golden on this side. We're just going to put it right over here onto our rack. Drain off the oil. See how it's golden on both sides? Isn't that pretty? Yum. Okay, so here we have our completed Modiga steaks. We're going to serve it how I do traditionally. Usually we just put a nice one right on your plate. And then with a nice salad, I just tossed with some oregano, salt and pepper, olive oil, red wine vinegar, whatever your favorite vegetables are. I know there's something about the vinegar and the Modiga steaks that are really good with the dressing. the red wine vinegar, olive oil. It's really yummy. So now, because we always want to have leftovers with Modiga steak, best part is lunch tomorrow. So we're going to fast forward till tomorrow. We're going to take a nice slice of Italian bread, get your cutlet, put it on top, a couple of slices of provolone cheese, or whatever your favorite cheese is. Some people can even heat it up. They put a little tomato sauce on it, however you like. And I actually like to put some peppers on. So I'm going to try our roasted red peppers too on there. I think that looks good. Let me just grab a knife. This is the best lunch. It's like a gourmet lunch. How does that look? So now we have to have a taste. And see, our cutlet is nice and crispy. See how we did? Delicious. You can taste the Parmesan cheese and the garlic and the fresh parsley. It is so delicious. Yep, just the way my grandmother used to make it. I know that she would be very proud. I have to have some vinegar now. Really good. I hope you try this dish. I hope your family enjoys it.